to say that we cannot protect ourselves, it's absurd. And then to keep saying this thing about assault weapon. What is an assault weapon? It's actually the AR that they're targeting. When I'm talking about the liberal, damn liberal. Kimmel condemned Christians. How dare he? He is the Antichrist. Like I said, he didn't condemn the Muslims. He wouldn't condemn like so-called the BLMs. He didn't condemn like the other cop killings. He condemned Christians. Imagine if he condemned Buddhists. Imagine that if he condemned the Hillary Clinton crowds or clowns per se. Oh yeah, you'd be all freaked out and everything. So he's directly getting fed by the Chuck Schumer, and then they're calling for killing Christians now and taking away your right to defend yourself. I'm not joking. Maybe not killing Christians yet, but definitely you can see the stranglehold is coming by saying the Christians and demonizing the NRA, who's really the most righteous organization that they speak up for your right, your right. Now imagine the people that when they do not have a means and the right to defend themselves, when they're disarmed, that's when they're dissolved into nothing. One thing I knew even from the so-called the banquet with a lot of these Chinese people, they were enslaved into Siberia, when you call enslaved meaning encampment, and they were driven into these slave camps. So I saw some of them. I've even put the video. If you just click the link, the Chinese New Year's, they were persecuted by the communists. And the first thing they do is, of course, divide and conquer. They say, oh, those are the bad guys that has the properties, the land, and we have to just get rid of them and take away whatever they have and redistribute amongst ourselves. So it's to the extreme point, but now it's being, the same tactic is being used by the Democrats by saying, oh, those people, corporates are no good, Donald Trump is no good, they're racist, we're going to take away. It's all about division. Just think about the outcome of what they want to achieve. They're not making this country better. They're making it worse and bitter, and we're poorer, and also we're more bound. We are persecuted daily. We are like the sheep that are being slaughtered. 20 years ago, my church, the Church on the Way, was prospering, and there would never be, never could have ever imagined someone would set it on fire, which they have done in Van Nuys, California. If that doesn't scare you, all across this country, because you're seeing these mosques being built, and they're invading our lands due to these Obama, Clinton. They keep wanting to flood us with people that literally, as Donald Trump has said, like if your household head, you should say, hey, wait a minute, who are you letting into this house? They're here to kill you. A lot of them, they will never assimilate. Yeah, they go, yeah, we're just refugees. But most of them, they're armed, and then they promote their, what do you call the terrorist threats, Aloha Akbar, or whatever, online, on their social media, and get away with that shit, like the San Bernardino people, they got away with that. Like, yeah, okay, so nobody cared. And now all of a sudden, it's always the false alarm, because they keep using it to wear you down by saying, oh, through the mouth of the dirty liars like Kimmel's. Oh, when are you gonna like take away the Nancy Pelosi? Oh, you don't feel sorry for anybody. The whole scenario is set up so that you cannot protect yourselves, your land. Imagine, again, if they all have the open and carry the guards on the campus. But I'm not even gonna go there, because this was a sneaky setup, since that there were multiple shooters, as I was posting the video, even from the local news when it first broke out. I'm talking about the Parkland, Florida shooting, because, you know, again, we just come back from the Valentine, and then Chinese New Year, woof, woof, the year of the dog, and I got my thing. So if you follow me, all I'm saying is, right away, there were credible witnesses. The senior lady, she said that she was talking to this Nicholas Cruz, the alleged gunman, while the shots were going off. She said, I thought it was you because, you know, he was the oddball. So remember the Ultra MK, and that's like the chips thing. People think, oh, that's like so scientific. No, that's happened. I've known personally when I lived in Hawaii, this guy, the old Filipino guy, he said he doesn't have to work, but he's way off. I'm just saying, you know, he introduced me to adobo or whatever, adobo, the Filipino food. But he's getting money from the federal government because one time he told me he was used as the guinea pig for them to test these drugs, the Ultra MK drugs. But even if the Prozac drug that guy was using, the Prozac drug will cause you to commit this mass murders. If you didn't see the warning, the Prozac have said that. So it's a mind control drug. And who's behind all this? Whoever's behind it is distracting us from what's going down is that the whole implication with the FBI and the Bannon and the NSA and all these people that have gotten so drunk by the power and thinking Hillary Clinton's going to be elected, but then they have to take out this insurance policy through the director, the McCabe, the Andrew McCabe and Comey. Of course, they didn't care, and all the way to Obama, so that's why Susan Rice sent that email to herself. And this is all coming out. So boom, we had the Vegas thing, and boom, the Texas shooting, and it's all about what? Distracting. It's a false flag. But they set this up because in Vegas they had the same thing when it happened. When this took place, it's the same thing. They had the drill, and that's what's frightening when they say they had a CIA drill in this particular school. And that was the same thing. It happened. If you didn't see those videos in Vegas, they had the drill too for a mass murderer, mass murdering situation, and that's just proven that they made a lot of money. The MGM people. Murin and also Soros made a lot of money by short sell the MGM stocks right before the Vegas shooting, as I've said it many times, all the way from August, because if you remember, it was October 1st, it was a shooting. So they were selling, Murin was selling the MGM stocks, made over $145 million, but he made several sales because you got to be sneaky, right? But he sold 80% during that period of time from August all the way to October 1st. So it's the same thing. 911, Route 91. That was the festival concert. The concert was called Route 91. So this was all planned, and they had the whole setup. The whole city went into the lockdown and so-called the emergency drill. And same thing happened in Florida. You watch it. The truth's gonna come out because the Lord is not gonna allow all these snakes and serpents to just sort of deceived us. But he did warn us. He said that you have to be vigilant and discern, because you don't. You have simple-minded, guns are bad, guns are bad. Well, why don't I say that U-Hauls are bad, because cars are bad, because terrorists, they use the cars and then use U-Hauls. What about machetes? Baseball bats. I'm just saying everything is bad. It's the demonic spirit behind the motivators, and then they try to blame it on gun. I mean, that's foolish. It's foolish. I got a bottle here. Not gonna do anything on its own unless like, bam, whack you over the head. You see what I'm saying? You can't do. It's the people. So this argument about people have mental problems or whatever. If you saw the guy called Nicholas Cruz, the suspect in court, and this first arraignment, if you didn't know, arraignment is when they first bring you to the judge before any trial. So you show up for that and try to, I guess, post bail or whatever. But he did not speak a word. I mean, the guy was like a zombie. They had him on drugs. He couldn't speak anything. So just watch it. And who is the lady, the senior lady that actually talking to this Cruz guy while the shots were going off on the other side of the building? Just look at those videos. Really pretty blonde, so maybe you'll go watch. The sophomore, or she was the senior, and she said she's just had a short exchange with Cruz because she knew him from the school. And anyways, while the shots were being fired, and there was one Hispanic, one was that the black guy and those people, they were not accounted for, and those people were unaccounted for. Now we're gonna see why is the media burying those things with the firearms, and now did this mass shooting. So again, I'm not God, but I just pray the truth will come out. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. I hear something, somebody's approaching. You did it. One thing, okay, I'm gonna stop for a second.